Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The former US President Donald Trump was found guilty of 34 felony charges. That would get him about 100 and some 30 years in prison if really that's the way these guys want to proceed with this garbage. Why I say garbage? Be skeptical, my friends. Be skeptical. Garbage is because, yes, he was found guilty of what? Hush money for a prostitute. Why does that make me laugh? It's because Al Capone, my friend Al Capone, if you remember, he got in prison for what? For tax evasion. If that's all these guys could get on Trump or from Trump, that means he's very clean, or he's part of the game, or I don't know, maybe something else. In politics, rarely things are crystal clear. Therefore, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And I suspect there's a lot of deals going on, or at least attempts to make some deals from all sides. So let me show you here what happened to Trump, what some media says, and what is the media's concern. Can he be elected? Can he run as a felon? What is the minimum? What is the maximum? So I will start with this article, and this article comes from Yahoo News, and it says this: can Trump still run for president? Question mark. Can he still vote? Hey, here's what the guilty verdict means. It doesn't say, is he okay? Will he be dying in office? Will he be going to home? No. These are too humane things, and they try to make this guy as inhumane as possible. So can Trump still run for president like a machine? I will talk about even if he can run, and I think he can run because there's nowhere in the Constitution saying, as far as I remember, if you're a felon, you can't run. And I know there's some examples from the past where there are some people running for president or for office while in prison. If I remember correctly, one of them was a socialist in the 1930s, if I remember correctly, but that's just one of the cases. So here are the answers to some frequently asked questions now that the former president has been found guilty of all 34 felony charges in his hush money trial. Okay, if that's all you got on Trump, you didn't put a dent in his supporters' support. Donald Trump has become the first U.S. president to be convicted of a felony. I think it's a lot of it has to do with politics, not that necessary. I personally don't care about that. I mean, yeah, if he committed a crime, yeah, he should be punished for that crime, but not more or less as others. Okay, they were not even in front of a judge. So it says, in a historic decision, a 12-person Manhattan jury found the former president guilty of all 34 counts of falsifying business records in an effort to disguise the hush money payment made to adult film actress, porn star, sucking, taking it, giving it, all that. No, she's an adult now. No, she is a porn actress, not star, porn actress. Stormy Daniels, before the 2016 election. Well, remember when this guy said that once Trump gets in the office, he's going to institute martial law. Remember? He's going to arrest everybody else. He's not going to get out of the office if he's voted out. Remember all those things? That he's going to do this, he's going to do this, he's going to be the dictator. Nothing of those happened. But he did something. He falsified some business records for hush money for a porn star, right? Trump is also the first major party candidate and the 2024 presumptive Republican presidential nominee to run for president as a felon. Here's what the guilty verdict means for Trump. What could Trump's punishment be? Judge blah 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 scheduled Trump's sentencing for July 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, when he'll decide whether the former president's punishment will include prison time. What do you think? Trump was convicted on 34 counts, which means he could face a maximum of 4 years for each count, totaling a maximum prison sentence of 136 years. But the New York State caps prison sentences at 20 years for this type of offense. Personal experience. I worked in one of my jobs and I conducted a lot of criminal history searches. People's, criminal record. And I saw a lot of probations, a lot of parole, and a lot of things like rapes, drugs, assaulting officers, murders, attempted murders, and so on. I haven't seen 20 years over there completed. They all got earlier. But hey, they were certain kind of people. All right? Now, if the judge decides to issue prison time for more than one conviction, this judge will also have to decide if Trump's sentence will run concurrently or consecutively, one after another. Legal experts say it's unlikely that Trump would face jail time because Trump does not have a criminal record and the charges against him are non-violent felonies. I don't care. He's gonna be running, and this is all these guys at this point care for. Or it's just a game. I will explain. Okay, this is the first one. Can Trump run for president and serve in the White House as a convicted felon? Yes. A guilty felony conviction doesn't prevent Trump from running for president. Under Article 2 or 2 of the U.S. Constitution, there are only 3 qualifications that needed to be met for the office of the presidency. The person must be at least 35 years old, be a natural-born citizen, and have lived in the U.S. for at least 14 years. It would be a different story if Trump were charged with crimes of an insurrection under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. Such an offense would disqualify him from holding public office if found guilty. All right, could Trump pardon himself in this case if he's elected president? I don't really care. Can Trump vote for himself in November? I don't really care. Can Trump appeal the conviction? So, can Trump vote for himself? Trump is registered to vote for Florida. Convicted felons can only vote in the state after they have completed their sentence. There you have it. Well, can Trump pardon himself? No. I don't care, whatever. Can Trump appeal the conviction? Yes. That means it's not over. What about Trump's gag order? Gag order is like you keep, don't tell us anything about anybody. All right, I understand the gag order, but I think what happened here, it was just garbage. But that's my assessment of that. Now, ABC News, shameful. Republicans quickly come to Trump's defense after his conviction. And they say here that this Speaker, Mike Johnson, continued to claim the justice system has been weaponized, which is a political thing. All right, so he says this was a purely political exercise, not a legal one, end quote, Johnson claimed. Next article from Recount, May 30th. Trump's face was red, end quote. CNN reported describes Trump's reaction to his conviction on all 34 counts in New York criminal trial. So she says that his face was red. His face is always red. But anyway, that was very important. But did that imbecile say anything about him keeping his cool? Not acting like a baboon? No. He acted in a very, very dignified way. All right, didn't jump to punch the guy in the face, didn't show his balls, anything like that, didn't break his oive, I'm gonna break my, you know what, and so on. And the last article from The Hill, we're going to find out Biden's assessment on this. Biden after verdict. Only way to keep Trump out of the White House is at the ballot box. No, I don't think so. If he's dead, he will definitely be kept out of the ballot box and be voted by anybody. So, you know what I mean? All right. So, my friends, first, what's going on here from the very beginning, it was an attempt of a party, of a group, not a party, a group that worked through a party to disqualify another guy from running. That was my assessment on all this thing. Now, not that Trump, remember, let's say Trump gets elected. If he's going to do the same thing to the other guys, which is going to be, let's say, politicize and weaponize the justice system, are we going to be a banana republic? I think we are a banana republic already through this. I'm not saying justice should not have been dispersed or dispensed or, but it was not about that. If you think that's all what it is, that's not what it is. Look at the big picture. Now, let's say Trump gets elected. If Trump would be normal, he would be a baboonish, and we're going to do what? Do what he does best, right? Follow the law and all that. He can't achieve anything because of the guys around him. So I don't know why all this garbage, this Trump, if he gets elected, we should stop him from getting elected. If Trump gets elected, the bureaucracy surrounding Trump, which some people appoint, which is him to a certain extent, and other people, obviously, they confirm, the senators and blah, 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 that the commissions, do you think those guys will follow Trump's, orders? The same thing happened in the previous administration. That's why this good for media scandal with Trump being convicted and all that, felonies and so on, for me personally doesn't mean almost anything, because I know, or I feel like, that if Trump gets elected, he's not going to do anything. He's not going to punish these guys, he's not going to go after them, and he's not going to implement most of his campaign promises. Why? He is not the one in charge. That is my personal assessment of that. So it's good for the media, it's good for the baboons, it's good for the vote, it's good for showing the system works, which I don't think it works. But nevertheless, Trump, if he gets in office, why? Last time when he got in office, he could have signed 50,000 executive orders, all right, destroying Obama's executive orders. He didn't do that. Why? Why didn't he do that? Do you think he's going to do it now? I don't think so. All right, so this is the American system, and I think it's baboonish. Remember Al Capone, convicted for tax evasion, not for no. The same with Trump. If that's all you got, hey, the war is not over. They're trying to get him with the Insurrection Act. You'll see that one. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.